Oh wow, holy shit. I did not expect this. Oh my god, we got the money shot. We got the money shot. Today, we're doing something a little bit special. We're investigating the world's largest elephant-shaped building. 32 stories high, 102 meters, which is 335 feet in the air. This building has become an iconic and yet polarizing piece of architecture. The Elephant Building has been ranked number 4 on the world's most iconic skyscrapers in the world. Even though it has been ranked as one of the most iconic skyscrapers, it has also been listed by Architectural Digest as one of the ugliest buildings to exist in the whole world. So definitely a mixture of opinions due to its Soviet brutalist vibe and aesthetic. And yes, as we're standing here from a little bit of the backside of the building, you're probably wondering why this exists in the first place, right? Many people would assume, well, the elephant is the national symbol of Thailand. However, that is not the main reason the building was built this way. These 3 tall pieces of concrete were built on this narrow plot of land that they had to work with. And once they were making the designs for these 3 structures, they realized they could connect them and add this concept of the elephant later on. Therefore, the elephant elements were more of a conceptual connecting point between those 3 buildings. Funnily enough, the real estate mogul, I believe his name is Chaisari, who was behind this project with an architect, he's a big fan of elephants, to be fair. He has previously opened his own exhibit, museum, with 2,000 elephant-related items. So there is definitely a connection between personal interest, national symbolism, and also practicality in the way this building was structured. But yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a closer look. We're gonna try to get inside. I have also reached out to the companies that work on this project. Maybe we're gonna get an interview, who knows. But I find it fascinating that, in the landscape of Thailand, especially Bangkok, right? We have multiple skyscrapers being built on a daily basis here. If you compare how the city looked 30 years ago and now, this building might stand out in a sort of negative way because, well, it's not exactly modern, is it? It's a piece of concrete and steel, right? And it doesn't have that much of an appeal in Asian architectural design these days. Then my camera started overheating there, so I had to get into the shade for a second. But yeah, as I was saying, there are some unique elements, of course. My favorite is actually the tail here. 20 stories of tinted glass. I think that's pretty cool. I do enjoy the fact of how the tusks are the actual management company of the building's offices, I believe, at least from what I've read. And the eyes are also just, windows from an office space, which is pretty cool. And its ears are multi-story balconies. From a closer look, they look like a bit of a duck's beak rather than actual tusks, in my opinion. You can see that it's starting to be a bit run down. This part specifically. And the building was completed in 1997, so it shouldn't be in a bad shape, considering it's been less than 30 years. In Eastern Europe, we have buildings 60, 70 years old that look in a better shape than this one, surprisingly. As you can see in the area, in the close proximity to the building, we have newer residential buildings. Well, very close proximity, actually. They're right next to each other. They might even be part of the same complex. It's an interesting contrast having that, big-ass building right next to actual supplying sites and workshops. And then you have this fancy garage right next to it of the new complex. One interesting thing about Bangkok, for sure, when it comes to its urban design, is that you have this very close proximity between the working class and the upper class. They kind of blended together, separated by a very small street. In that way, those sort of class differences stand out, quite easily. I mean, you can literally see it here on my left-hand side. I find it quite interesting because usually in Western culture, you would have separate neighborhoods. And here you have both worlds coexisting in the same sort of space. As you see, there's street vendors selling jeans or just doing the deliveries for them right now. And then right next to it, we have 2 newer skyscrapers, the elephant-shaped building, and then the smaller, newer complexes that are being built. As you pull up to the entrance here, you have the BTS SkyTrain. You have some pictures of Thai royalty, I guess. Let's just try to walk in. I like how they have the small elephants in the front as well. Right now we're exactly beneath the skyscraper, which looks quite cool, not gonna lie. This is actually the elephant's tusk below us, and you can see the ears. Also, this is a hotel as well. And as you can see here, I have listed the different spaces occupied. This is the company. Aaron Chaser is the real estate mogul that I was mentioning. And they obviously own 4 of the floors here. That is the consulting company. Not surprising that they have their office spaces here as well. But as you can see, quite of these are empty, not occupied. I wonder what's the reason. Maybe it's because they're the residential spaces, or well, we also have the hotel here as well, right? So you can see the emergency fire exit plan. Right, let's go as high as possible, I guess. Unfortunately, these are only listed in Thai, so. But yeah, Elephant Tower, Family Plaza. Have some cute elephant logos of the shops and stuff. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. This is definitely not in use. Holy shit. I did not expect this. I guess I was correct that these sort of buildings are falling out of style. Holy shit. Right. Oh my god. We don't have access to the highest floors, but let's go down, because this is rather ominous. And the doors are locked anyways, so. Now this reminds me of Eastern Europe. You have someone drinking here left their beer can. Wow. 30 years later, this building has not turned out great, huh? I did not expect this view. And this is accessible to the public. Look at these hanging like cables and stuff. Fire exit here. There doesn't seem to be an elevator coming that fast. I just got here. Please, let me out, please. Okay, this elevator has a different style. Let's go 1 floor down. See how it looks over there. I do like that this elevator is more user-friendly in a way. What is happening here? We have this Asia derm scan. Oh my god, this is like a skin company. And then more closed-off spaces here. You can't really see it through the tint, but yeah, it's under renovation here as well. This building is pretty run down, man. This has been absolutely fascinating. I did not expect to have this experience. And let's go to the 28th floor, see what's happening here. Another empty space. At least it doesn't look as run down. Wow, huge empty spaces here. These look more residential. But yeah, imagine living here though. The view would be pretty sick. Just look at the view through that window. If you lived here, 28th floor, it's pretty nice. Wow, this is almost like going into an abandoned building. And they still have a hotel running here, and the real estate company's offices are here. I guess one conclusion we can make is that having brutalist architecture in 1997, it's maybe a bit out of date. Even if you add the elephant elements to it, it doesn't seem to have worked out 30 years later. Let's explore a bit more, let's see what happens. I'm afraid someone's gonna notice me on the camera right there, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck is this guy doing, like with a camera going to every floor? Yet another empty space. Yep, look at this. Another place closing down their offices. Diamond Hill Ltd. I don't know what company that is, but they have closed down their offices, and it seems that it's been relatively recent. At least on this floor we get a nice little bench here to sit down and relax. This seems to be operational. Business innovation. Oh, that's the one we saw on the sign earlier. So this is actually one of the very few places that is still working. 22. And we haven't been to 22. Let's just go 22. Okay. Oh, this is again the consulting engineer space. They have 4 floors, I forgot. This is still operational, seems like. Even though this is an interesting way to lock your office space. All right, let's get out of here before something not so good happens. Okay, let's try to talk to the hotel receptionist and ask some questions. This is a hotel, right?
Yes.
What floor is the hotel?
What floor is hotel this here?
Oh, just this floor, this floor.
Yes, yes.
Is there like a rooftop balcony?
Rooftop?
Balcony? Rooftop?
Oh, no.
No?
Yeah.
The hotel is just the ground floor. It's only the ground floor. Yeah, look at this. Wow, this has been quite an interesting adventure. Honestly, did not expect the outcome to be the way it was. The hotel lady is taking me to where there's a viewing point, so let's see. We also have this part here. Well, the elephant tower does not stay strong and steady as one might have anticipated. Well, we are at the location the lady recommended us to go. It's not a very high building, but it is a nice view of the elephant building, I must say. And you can see the other Natural Yachting Hills building right next to it. Oh my God, we got the money shot. We got the money shot. Holy fuck, let's go. That was cool as fuck. Yeah, this has been an interesting video. I hope to hear back from those interview inquiries that I made. I'm not sure what they're gonna say because it will probably make them look bad. So I don't think they're gonna agree to the interview. Let me know what you guys think of this building. Is it actually ugly? Is it nice? Does it deserve to be in the state that it is right now? Or maybe should it be renovated and actually maintained? Because it does have a certain charm to it, perhaps. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And if I do get some updates, I will make sure to include them in this video or part 2. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff. All right, see you in the next one, guys.